girls, welcome back to my channel. My name's Poppy and I do makeup videos and things like that here on YouTube. So for today's video, I'm going to be testing out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. I'm really excited for this. I've seen a lot of people do tutorials on it and, you know, they look really gorgeous and I thought, well, gotta grab it. But now I'm kind of behind and jumping on the bandwagon. But here we are. I'm here to try it out. I'm also going to try out a few other products from my Sephora haul. If you haven't watched that video yet, make sure you go to the description and click that. And I mean, you don't have to necessarily watch it first, but make sure you watch it and see what else I got. But this palette is beautiful. This is what it looks like. You've probably seen it 1,000 times all over your social media. Now I do have a couple of other Anastasia products, so I will be using some of them today. My brows are going to be with the brow pomade, and I am going to be using this palette with the ABH eye primer, just because that's obviously kind of what it's intended for. I do still have the swatches on my hand from the other video because I'm filming them at the same time, so don't judge me. Okay, so first of all, I think I'm going to do my brows, and I am going to go in with that new Sigma brush that I got in my haul. It's not quite that hot yet. Yesterday was just like so hot and today wasn't meant to be as bad, so I thought I'd quickly film them today and then be able to hopefully get them off all on time for you guys. But it has been stinking hot and it's still kind of warm in here at the moment, but we're just gonna persevere and get there. When I finish this look, it just depends how hot it is as to how long it's going to stay on my face, I think. Because we're not really doing anything today because it's so hot, and just because Sundays are kind of like our day to chill out, do a bit around the house. So I don't think we're going to be up to anything anyway. Good day to get some filming done. I used to record on Saturdays, but sometimes I just would rather rush it on the Sunday, or, you know, like yesterday it was definitely too hot. It was, yeah, 43 degrees, which is way too hot to be sitting in this room with no air conditioning. I could bring a fan in here, but I really don't usually bother. So that's my brows kind of done. Makes it easy when I've already tinted and plucked them. Okay, now I'm going to use my ABH eye primer with my brush, which is actually kind of still dirty, but anyway. It comes out really fast, so you have to be careful. I think I've said this in like a couple of other videos. The first time I opened this primer, it spurted out everywhere. And because of the cost, I just scraped it off the desk. Okay, now I'm just gonna get my little face brush here. The bristles are kind of shedding on this, but anyway, just gonna tap it in a bit. I don't like to set it with powder, but I do like to push it in a little bit just to get rid of creases, and obviously so it's not so thick. Okay, now the brush I'm going to be using is the brush that comes with the palette. So if you've had an ABH palette before, you'll know that they come with a double-ended brush. I do have a fair few over there, but this one's nice and clean, so let's make it nice and messy. Alright, I think the first shade I'm going to go in with is the 1988, which is a nice chocolatey kind of brown shade. It actually looks darker on the eye than it does in the pan, but that's okay. So I've got the kind of application side and then the blending side with this brush. Now I'm just going to go and do the other eye. I feel like you do kind of get a fair bit out of the pen when you put your brush in, but these palettes, you know, I haven't really hit pan on any of them yet, and they don't have too much fallout, I find. Although I don't do my under eye makeup or, you know, my face makeup anyway until I've done my eyes, so I don't really have to worry about fallout anyway. Just gonna use my hand to brush it off. So attractive. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with the OG shade just to kind of blend it a bit better up the top there, because I don't want it to be too dark, but I do kind of want to take it up to my brow bone. Yeah, it's hard to know with this palette kind of what kind of vibes it's giving me, because it's kind of like modern renaissance cross, say, soft glam with a little bit of Norvina. So it's like, but then also obviously you've got all the other shades that you don't get in any of the palettes that you may already have. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Semza shade because it's just beautiful. It's like darkish purple. Now I'm just going to blend that out. And because the pigment's so good, when you blend it, it doesn't really get rid of much of the pigment. You know how, like, I know some palettes I've tried on this channel, I've like applied it and then blended it out and it just disappears. So then you have to kind of build it up and not blend it out too much, if that makes sense. Okay, now I really want to use a bit of this Amrezy shade. I know it's like a glittery shade though, so might just use my finger a little bit. And I'm just going to put it over the top of the Semza. And actually, I'm surprised this is going on so well, because usually I would, like with other palettes, I'd have to put like a bit more base down and then pop it on, but this is actually really buttery. And it has a lot of payoff even without doing that. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is just go in with a little bit more OG. Just to kind of darken that part up. Because sometimes I feel like I do eye looks and I've like left half of the stuff here. And it's not really as well blended as it could be. You've probably noticed that too, watching my videos. I need to take more time to like blend it, so then when I do photos of my makeup it actually looks like really good. And maybe I'll go in with a little bit of Yugo just for in the corner here. So it's like a nice smoky eye, I suppose, for Valentine's Day. Shell and I are going out to dinner. We don't really go out to eat much anymore because we're trying to like cook more at home now. It just costs so much to go out sometimes, you know. Constantly there's like new food places opening up and it's just like, well, you could kind of make that at home to some degree for cheaper. But it is nice on special occasions like Valentine's Day to go out for a meal. I kind of want to go in over the top though with this Anastasia shade. There we go. So it's not quite as bright now, but it is very nice. And then I'm going to come back and do my inner corner because I usually forget. And like my under eye will probably be a little bit dark, but I want to use that Barb shade for the inner corner highlight. Okay. Now I'm still a little bit tan, so I think I can get away with using the It Cosmetics CC cream, but I haven't put any primer on yet. And I want to go for like a glowy look, so I might just use the Revolution Pro foundation drops, which is something I haven't used yet with my 2 videos on my haul. So I'm gonna use this and kind of just like rub it in. I feel like the CC cream won't be too bad anyway, coverage wise, as in it might still let the glow come through a bit, but I still just want to do this. And then I'm just going to use my Revolution Pro illuminating drops. For that extra bit of glow underneath. Now I feel like super duper glowy. I'm really happy with how this eye look has turned out so far, just saying. Alright, so we're going to go in with the CC cream. Yeah, I swear this was the mini one actually, which is fine because I won't be tanned all the time. And because I hadn't tried it before, like, I get sick of trying things like foundations and then they don't work for me or they're the wrong shade, whereas if you buy a smaller one, although I'm not too bad at shade matching these days. I've had pretty good luck so far in more recent times. Yeah, I actually think this was a good shade pick for my tan. Because I got some CC cream from Sports Girl and I did think it was a bit too dark, but then it was actually probably a really good shade for when I'm tanned. I can't remember, I did like a little goodie bag up because I had so much makeup. I just did a little goodie bag for the girls at work with some of my old stuff and gave it away. But I can't remember if I put that in there or not. I'll have to check, and if I've still got it when I run out of this one, I'd be happy to use it. Although obviously this one feels a lot nicer on the skin, but yeah. I don't mind this at all. This is nice for when I've got like half decent skin and I'm tanned. I really think that white one would have been fine for when I'm not tanned, but I really intentionally bought it when I am tanned. And even though my tan is like a few days old now. Actually, I think, when did I do it? Last weekend. I think it's like a week old. Bondi Sands is going good. Now, I've got the Aero Bondi Sands. It's great, but is the ultra dark one better? Let me know in the comments, because next time I repurchase, I'm kind of thinking I want to get the ultra dark one. Not sure. And I've even got Shell into fake tanning too. Yay! Really nice. I'm liking this. It's kind of like, yeah, Valentine's date night vibe look. Alright. What next? I need a concealer. I'm going to use, now this is new as well, but I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it in another video as well, but like it's sitting here, I may as well. It's the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer in the shade Lace. So this is from Beauty Bay. And I know they've come out with a new concealer now, but I want to try this out. Again, shade picking concealers isn't really my forte either, but it's fun. Oh, I need a little bit down my nose too, don't I? It's nice and thick. Alright, I'm just going to go in with this beauty blender. Dry. A trick I learnt from Erin Rose, and if you haven't tried it yet, I just feel like you should, because it helps the makeup just like sink in a bit better, I feel like. Now I'm going to be like too light for my tan, but it's alright, I can go back over the bits that don't need to be light. I might need to go back in with my eyeshadow. That's what I do, a nice sharp line with the concealer, but then like half my eyeshadow disappears and it's just a mess. But anyway, just gonna go in and blend bits that don't need lightening as much. Alright, now we're just going to set it with powder. I'm going to try the Cover FX powder while I've got it. It's basically like a full face of new makeup, I think, at the moment. Tip into the lid. That'll be better. Alright. It's really hard when it's mini actually. I like having a big tub of powder. It's good for a tester though, I guess. A little bit of powder here, because I still kind of want to be glowy anyway, so don't want to powder my face right up. I just need to set everything in place. Okay, I don't mind that powder. I feel like my face isn't that bronzed anymore, but we can go in with F15. Alright, so now we can go in a little with the F11 contour powder. And that will kind of darken it back up where I took out the colour with the concealer. This is like a face brush from Pout, by the way, but I do actually prefer this one to their contour brush for doing contour. I just feel like it's a bit easier to get it seamless. It's looking good so far. Now I need a bit of blush. I would usually go for cream blush. At the moment I'm kind of really digging it, but now I've kind of set all my face. I'm going to go in with the Milani Blush Baked Blush, and it's in the shade Luminoso. Might just apply it with my face brush. And this is one of Erin Rose's favourite blushes, so because she's been recommending on her channel for ages, I thought I've got to try this, and let's face it, I'm not disappointed. And it's got that glow in there too. I feel like because I am going for like a glowy Valentine's look, it's nice to have all your products glowy. Alright, now if it's a little bit too dark in some areas, again I'll just go over with my face brush. Alright, now for highlighter, I'm going to go in with my favourite cookie highlighter by Benefit Cosmetics, because she's glowy. She is glowy. And I'm just going to go in with the JH07 brush. I really, really love this highlighter. I would use my glow stick one, but I just think that this is so nice. The glow is just amazing. Bit on my forehead there. Now for Valentine's Day, because it's on a Friday, we're going after work, so I don't think I'll have time to do this full beat after work. You never know. Miracles might happen, but I'm just going to go back in and just touch up my eye makeup. I swear I took this off. No? Okay, well the sticker can stay there because it's still kind of clean. But like I cleaned up the line nicely, but then the concealer kind of wiped it out at the same time. And that ain't it. I should start using sticky tape again, really. I say this so often and I never use it anymore. Alright, there we go. Now for mascara, I'm going to go in and try out the new Tarte mascara. I probably could have used the nudie stick, but I just feel like because I'm tanned I need a slightly darker contour. So maybe when I'm not tanned I'll use the nudie one for contour. That mascara is doing me some favours. I've seen the Makeup Revolution ones as well, the new ones. I haven't used them. Let me know in the comments if you have tried them, because, I mean, I've got this mascara now. So I guess I don't really need a new one, but... that is actually really nice. Fans them out nicely and makes them nice and long, which I love. Like, my eyelashes aren't particularly short, but I do love like a lengthening mascara. Alright, so that's the top lashes done. I'm just going to go in with what's kind of left on my brush for under my eyes. And again, I kind of tend to make the mistake of doing this after I've done my under eye mascara, which is like the dumbest thing ever. Okay, now for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with Barb. A little bit under that brow bone too. Another place I usually forget about doing my eye makeup. that's what my eyes look like at the moment. I need to go through my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. Just to kind of set them in place. Makes it a little bit fluffier too. Alright, so we need to do the lips. So, I'm definitely going to use this Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick. Smells really nice too. Okay. Now while I'm waiting for my lips to dry, I'm just going to go off camera, do my lashes, and then I'll be back. Alright. Alright, so I'm back. I've done my lashes. I just used ones from Wish again. I did put a little bit of that Pat McGrath lipstick over the top just to give my lips a little bit of shine. I felt like with the Huda one, it doesn't feel drying at all, but it just looks a little bit, I don't know, because I've gone for such like a sparkly kind of glam eye look, I just thought I needed a little bit more of something to it. And now I just got to do my setting spray. So I'm just going to go in, I think, with the Hydrate and Fix Radiance Fixing Spray by Revolution, because it will just give me that extra glow. Another one I probably would have gone with was the Urban Decay Cherry Setting Spray, just because it's so, like, it smells so nice. Perfect for Valentine's Day, but that one's nice as well. Just wanted to give myself a little hydrate. Obviously I won't be wearing this top just because I want to wear a nice little dress. I think that must be the finished look. I'm really happy with it. The eyes look really, really nice. If you have time, obviously you can probably achieve this, but because I'm finishing work and then pretty much going more or less straight out to dinner, I'll probably be in a rush to get this kind of thing done. And if I was to put my makeup on before I went to work, it would probably all be melted off. So there's that as well. But let me know what you think of this look in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're doing anything for Valentine's Day, I hope you enjoy it. I know it's still a little while away. I just wanted to get in early with this kind of a Valentine's inspired look. But I hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, petals. Bye.